And welcome back to Big Apple Hockey. I am your host for tonight, John Fulkowski. You know me as Filk, that guy. Follow me at Twitter at 92in82. I'm here for another one. You know what it is. It's the final buzzer. It's great. Wow. If you would have told me that before the start of this series, the Rangers would have a 2-0 serious lead after 2 games against Tampa, I would have laughed at you. I would have laughed right in your face. But here we are, the Rangers with a 3-2 win over the Lightning. And I got to go into it because I know you guys are dying, and girls are dying to get your comments in. And let's talk some hockey. So here we go. Welcome back. It's that time again. It's the good, the bad, and the ugly. And the Rangers actually played a great game. This game was not as close as the score would indicate. It wasn't until the very, very end. The Tampa Bay Lightning got out early on a power play goal on a BS call in which it should have been coincidental minors between Reeves and Maroon. Somehow Ryan Reeves ended up getting the only minor out of that scrum, but okay. So the Rangers, go down early. Tampa scores a power play goal, and the Rangers come back, and it's Keandre Miller, who has just looked like an absolute stud this offseason, or this postseason rather. He's been incredible. There's nothing else I could really say about Keandre Miller other than his game has completely turned a corner. He is a huge reason why this team has been as good as defensively as they've been in the playoffs. Keandre Miller has taken his game to another level. He looks incredible with the puck. He made an incredible pass to Filipino for his second goal in the last game. He scores this game. His first shot gets blocked, and then he goes and he takes another shot and it goes in. And Keandre Miller just wow. I was hard on him all year. Very, very harsh. One of his toughest critics. And just from March on, he's just been just a world's difference. ESPN put up a graphic. And you know what? I'll bring that up later. Because that's actually going to go to another point. I had to mention Keandre right off the bat. But Adam Norris Fox is back. What a game he had. He was incredible tonight. He was incredible. I couldn't believe that the play he made to set up the goal. Wow. He made a couple of plays where he got him fucked, and we have Mark joining us.
Filk!
I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Give me.
You're breaking air. Now we can see you. I can't hear you though. Can anyone else hear Mark? Just me.
All right. Let me also get off the Wi-Fi.
Now I can hear you. Now you're not breaking up as badly.
All right. I walked back over here because, sorry, guys, I'm at work right now. But, Phil, oh, my God. What a win. What a huge win. They were able to beat the Tampa. Can't hear me.
Now I can hear you.
Okay. What a huge win. They were able to beat the Tampa Bay Lightning. First time in 3 years anybody's beaten them in back-to-back games. That is immense. So, just what are your thoughts?
Can we call them the streak breakers? Yeah. First, they take Carolina's home win streak down. Now they take Tampa's streak of consecutive wins after a playoff loss. I just, wow. Yeah, I think this says it all from Anthony Barone right here. Joined late. I had to change my underwear. So, yeah, I think that's appropriate. But what a game.
You know, Phil, one of the notes I had, Phil, one of the notes I had down was that they're starting to believe, and I think Tampa's starting to believe that they can get taken down by them.
You know what?
Oh, we don't dang us.
Howdy.
Now, John Cooper wouldn't have pulled Andre Vasilevsky with over 3 minutes, with almost 4 minutes left in the game, if he didn't believe that the Rangers were truly a problem. I'll tell you that right now, because that to me is a coach that.
You're giving me away.
No, I
We
did
get
it.
married. We get married.
Hey, congratulations.
Go Rangers.
Let's go Rangers. Hey,
Let's go
There we
Rangers.
go.
There we go.
Let's go.
There we go.
all right.
Who's that?
I'm a popular man. I gotta tell you, Phil, that's 100% right. He wouldn't have been that scared, and then he put Vasilevsky back in the net because he thought once Nick Paul scored, hey, we're gonna be right back to it. And you know something, Shesterkin, great in the end. They were smothering with their defense in the first 2 periods and their offense. They were doing what Carolina did to the New York Rangers the previous series. So just unbelievable.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. She was good looking, tell you that.
Yeah.
There you go. But yeah, the Rangers played that was 50 minutes of hockey that was easily Rangers hockey. I would even venture closer to 55 minutes. Tampa really pushed back hard in those last 5 minutes, but the Rangers were all over them. And if it wasn't for Vasilevsky absolutely standing on his head, that game could have been another 6-2, 7-3, whatever. I think they played even better in this game than they did in the first game.
And Phil, Vasilevsky looked really sharp in the first period. Second period, not as much.
No, a bunch of leaky things got through. He got away. He got helped on out by that one play where the puck actually got behind him, and we all thought that was going to go in, and he got some help there. But tell you right now, Vasilevsky, count your lucky stars on that one, because that could have been the Rangers' 4th goal right there. So,
yeah, and the kid line, everything's just going great. Hey, Rob.
It's funny because that was one of the banners that I actually had, and I'll bring that up right now. The kid line absolutely dominates the play again, and they were all over the place. They looked amazing again. Capo Caco finally breaks through, set up by Adam Fox. Just incredible play there. I can't even believe that this kid line is playing the way that they're playing against a team like Tampa. Like, who could have seen this coming?
None of us. Way Filipino played earlier in the season. Maybe Alexei Lafreniere, because I think he was starting to come on in the last 2 months. Capo Caco, he looked pretty strong. Back it up. Injuries were definitely something that was hurting him. And you're really seeing it. You're really seeing it with these guys.
Yeah, and Capo Caco is playing like a man-child. He's playing like someone who's coming of age. Filipino, same thing. Alexei Lafreniere, same thing. And these kids just don't care. That's the thing. They've just got a swagger to them. They don't care. They just go out and they're playing hard-nosed, fast, in-your-face hockey. And that's the thing with this line. It's just whatever Tampa throws at them, they're not getting flabbergasted or frazzled or anything. They're going out there and they're taking it shift by shift, winning the shifts and winning the battles.
And that's what they just need to do. That's exactly what Ray Ferraro told you and us on our podcast when Ray Ferraro was on. Just win every single shift that you have. Just win one at a time. And it's great advice, and it's exactly what this team needs to do. And that's right now what they're doing. Mika Zibanejad, by the way, he's making a case for the Conn Smythe, and you got to love it. So,
you stole my banner.
Finally, you know how it feels. By the way, so I mean, he's really making a case now. He's starting to get up there on the points, getting closer to Draisaitl and McDavid. Just wow. I mean, the fact that he's even mentioned with those guys is amazing. So, Phil, I am going to close with this. Jacob Trouba, great game by him.
Yes.
I think, yes. And I got to get back to work, unfortunately. Everybody, thank you very much who were able to join us right now. And I'm going to stay on with Phil. I'm going to put him on at the bar right now. But by the way, one more thing. You'll all be happy to know I'm going to Tampa for Game 4. So
yeah,
I'm going to Tampa for Game 4, even if I end up sitting there all by myself. My brother might join me. I might have a friend that might join me. I don't know. But I'm going there, and I'm going to get plenty of interviews with Tampa Bay fans who they're going to have their thoughts on this series by the time I get there. So, everybody, we got more content for you. It's going to just keep on coming. Talk to you all soon.
Get that win. Call Lou during. Oh, I didn't get it in time. I clicked the wrong comment. Sorry. I wanted to get it. But you just got a text from a friend. That was really funny, actually. Oh, that's amazing. But yeah, Mika Zibanejad is making a Conn Smythe case. I just, what a shot. He absolutely lit Andrei Vasilevsky up on that shot right off the post and in, and just, you're looking, it's funny because somebody said on Twitter the other day that Mika Zibanejad is what we needed Rick Nash to be in 2014 and 2015. No. Not Rick Nash. He's what we needed Derek Brassard and Derek Stepan to be in 2014 and 2015. He's what we needed Brad Richards to be in 2014. Mika Zibanejad is playing at another level right now. And he is finally turning into that dominant center that we all knew he could be when he was first drafted. He was drafted 6th overall for a reason in 2011. And this is the guy right now. He's the man. You know, Connor McDavid is playing on another level. Yeah, sure. But Mika Zibanejad has been an absolute man-child. And he's done it against 3 different teams that were favored. Well, I should say 2 teams right now that are favored that he's doing. Connor Zibanejad. Yeah. Mika McDavid. But yeah, it's I have to agree with these comments here. Mika for Conn Smythe. This is a good one from Goalkeeper. Oddly enough, fitting screen name there, Goalkeeper, giving us some analysis on a goalie, saying Andrei Vasilevsky looks really shaky blocker side. Yeah. Yeah, Peter. Yeah. Trying to keep my composure too over here, buddy. Trying to keep my composure over here too. Yeah, we're playing the top backup goalie in the league. Where's all the commentary now? 9 goals in 2 games on the top backup goalie in the league. So, but high stick side Vasilevsky. Mika Zibanejad, I like that one. That's great. That's great. I am stealing this one. Mika Zibanejad. Amazing. I love it. But I will go through all of your comments after we get done with all the banners. And then if you want to talk about a clash of the goaltending titans, it's this series, and it's the 2 best goaltenders in the world right now. And Igor Shesterkin is winning this battle handedly. It's not close right now. Andrei Vasilevsky had a great game and was the only thing that kept the Rangers from absolutely blowing this game out of the water. But Igor Shesterkin was there to meet the task and has been there to meet the task when he's been called upon. And he just looks great. So, yeah, Big Daddy, I love the excuses too. And Goalkeeper with another good one. This is going to be the excuse. Oh, Brayden Point was out. Wow. Well, Steven Stamkos was out last year and played 1 game, and they won a Stanley Cup. So do they really need him? So, but yeah, I can't imagine the crying either if Trouba would have absolutely destroyed Cirelli on that hit. So it would have been all over the place. Wah, Trouba with another dirty hit. Wah. Apparently nobody knows how to play hockey. So, but yeah, Igor is winning the goaltending clash of the Titans, and he's doing so significantly, because he was significantly better than Vasilevsky last game. And I would say he was still better than Vasilevsky this game, although Vasilevsky kind of closed the gap there with the way that he played. I mean, and he was still shaky in the second. He got lucky in the second period a couple of times. So, the Rangers bend, but they don't break later on in the game. So, they come back, and Tampa forces the play in the last 5 minutes of the game. They bend, but they don't break, and they come out with the 3-2 win. I did say Tampa in 7. Yeah, I'm ready to eat crow. I'm ready to eat crow. So if it happens, you all can shower me with it for all I care. I'll be glad to take the crow platter, the roasted crow au jus. B-Rye, yeah, I know. Tampa's only played 2 games in 11 games, or two games in 11 days rather. Still rusty. Still rusty. And then I talked about the kid line already. The Rangers win without a power play goal, so that's big. They don't convert on the power play, and they still get the win. So I should call Lou instead of Mark. I don't know what I would say to Lou other than fuck you for not for kind of just dismissing me when I tried to talk to you at that preseason game all those years ago. So probably wouldn't have anything nice to say to Lou. And then the last thing I have here is the Rangers dominating for about 50 minutes. I'd even push it to 55. Vasilevsky kept Tampa in the game. They played even better than they played in game 1. So, but the score won't tell you that. I'll tell you right now, the Rangers played a hell of a game, and they weathered Tampa's storm. And Tampa didn't even actually the one little storm Tampa had was late game. Tampa didn't even look like they had life in them for the first 50 to 55 minutes of that game. So, but yeah, so this is a big Rangers. Let's go through comments because I don't have anything bad or ugly to go through. So let's see here, going through. Oh, it's from the Rangers Instagram, Zibanejad. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So let's go. Romanello, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a while. Tampa went to a T-style PK, and the Rangers seamlessly went to the low corner to slot pass. Underrated is in this run is the coaching. They're making all the right adjustments. Gerard Gallant is making the right adjustments. Yes, he is. So, I should chirp Lou for not keeping Taves. That's actually a good one, Big Daddy. What's going on, Sean? Big win. Mean Girl Hockey says Rangers absolutely rocked. The defensive play, Mika was pure awesome. Yeah. Amanda is still afraid Tampa will channel Tampa will channel their inner beast. So up 2-0, 18-1 for Tampa. It's funny because I always look at 18-1 as the Giants to the Patriots in 2007. 18 wins and 1 giant loss. So, and I love the Giants. So, yes. No one is talking about how ridiculous the Russians are at goaltending. Do we really need to? It's the Russian goaltending show right now. That's all this is. So, and then the Islanders last year had a Russian goaltending duo with against Vasilevsky with Sorokin and Varlamov. So the Russians are taking over in the goaltending industry. Carolina looked like the tougher test thus far. Yeah, but you know what? Don't sleep on Tampa. Let's not sleep on Tampa. Sean, well, let's go Rangers from Belmore, I assume. Right here on the island with us. So 6 more wins, Anthony says. 6 more, and he's right. So I have the highlights going on NHL Network over there. But Big Daddy doesn't know what to be worried more about, the Russian goalies or the Russian bots. I think the Russian bots. So, Quasar Array, the Rangers are too fast for Tampa, and the Bolts know it. Like I said before, I'm going to say that John Cooper is absolutely afraid of this team. And that's why he pulled Vasilevsky with about 4 minutes left. That's something that a scared coach that doesn't want to go down 2-0 does. He knows that he's facing the best goaltender in the league right now. And he knows it's going to be hard to get 4 consecutive or even 4 wins in 5 games against a goalie like Shesterkin and a team like this right now. That's why he did that. And it didn't work. So, yeah, Romanello, I agree. Put some respect on the New York Rangers. Sean from Baltimore. Okay. Yeah. Rangers all over the place, baby. Rangers all over the place. Pete, I said it before. It was BS. Should have been coincidental minors. Tampa should have never had their first goal. So Tampa just seems a step slower with rest or not, John Kim says. But said if Tampa doesn't figure out the kid line, we take the series. John, you're right. This is like when Tampa had the triplets line back in 2015. Mean Girl, you're right. Fox is an amazing stick handler. It's not even just the stick handling. It's the anticipation and the deception that he sells. So, David, if the Russians are invading, who's getting Patrick Swayze? Wolverines. Diane, yeah, the Tampa is having trouble with their speed. Absolutely. Am I worried about the Rangers power play? No, they look productive. They didn't go through. That's all. They didn't convert. If Rangers take game 3 or 4, I think they can close and Tampa out in 5. And I do agree with this goalkeeper. I said this. I said that Carolina was the team I didn't want to face because I thought they were a bad matchup. I think they're a better defensive team than Tampa is. I just don't think Tampa, even though they have a better defensive unit, if you ask me, I think Carolina plays a better structured team defensive game than Tampa does. It's just that Carolina just did not have the goaltending to keep up with the Rangers. And that's the thing. Yeah, I think Gallant will adjust the power play as well. He did make an adjustment in the game. I think he's going to make another adjustment. So Gerard Gallant has played in these situations. He has the coaching advantage. John Cooper's won the last 2 Stanley Cups. So I don't want to say that he's necessarily has an advantage. He's a more experienced coach than John Cooper. I will say that, but Gerard Gallant, he still needs to win his first Stanley Cup. So, John Kim asks, if I was Gallant, which pair would I have? Either one of these 2 pairs is playing great right now. Jacob Trouba saved a goal at the end of the game. Are we really going to harp on Trouba? And I've been really, really tough on Trouba, especially in this playoffs. I've been really tough on Trouba. Up until about the end of last series, I was really, really tough on him. But Jacob Trouba saved a goal tonight, and he actually played a really good game. So, DP, Mott with a sneaky great game. Got nervous when he hit hard into the boards, but yeah, must sign in the offseason. Yes. Big Daddy, do I think that the Rangers need a split in Tampa to win the series? Yeah, I want a split. I want at least a split. I mean, I would take the sweep, but I want a split, and I think they will get a split in Tampa. I think Tampa will take one of the 2 games. I think the Rangers will take the other, and I think we're going back to the Garden in Game 5 with a chance to close out Tampa. That's what I think is going to happen now. I didn't think that this was going to happen, but holy shit, I can't believe what's going on in this series. The Rangers are just literally all over this team. They're all over this team. So, John, I get it. I get it. I don't blame anybody for wanting a better puck handling defenseman out there. I just think that Jacob Trouba has been really good so far in this series. I think that's a big part of why Tampa has really not gotten anything, because for 40-plus minutes a game, they're having to face 2 pairings that are playing very, very well. So, yeah, Quasar Ray, we need 1 out of the next 2, I would say. 1 out of the next 2. And I would say, yeah. And Trouba's physicality is a big difference. Yeah, that's the thing. When Jacob Trouba plays as well as he does. Oh, here's a stat. Most multi-point games by a defenseman in single playoffs in New York Rangers history. Leach, 94, 9. Fox and Zubov, 2022 and 94, 6. Adam Fox has been unreal since the midpoint of the Pittsburgh series. He was great in the last series, arguably the best player in the last series. But wow, just Adam Fox is on another level right now. That pass to Capo Caco, the shake off, the little, oh man, he fakes the shot. Ruda bites on that, and Capo Caco is just there for the tip up. Just wow. Wow. Goalkeeper, you're right about this. You need a guy who will murder somebody who tries to skate into the zone with the puck and make them doubt. Trouba's that guy that's been stepping up. B-Rye with an underrated comment here because they do agree. I think Braun has played well, and since Nemeth has been out of the lineup, it's just been so much better. So much better without Nemeth in the lineup. Yeah, Chris, what's up, bud? Definitely, totally agree with this. He's leading. He's second in hits right now, and I think he's first in blocks. They said he was second with 58 on the graphic that I saw there at the end. But Keandre has been a stud too, and Keandre is just, my God, what a game from him. What a game from him. He gets the goal. His defense is solid. He's throwing his body around. This is exactly what you want. Keandre Miller's been this way all playoffs. If the offense showed up on the stat sheet, like if he was just getting more points and goals, he would be a guy that would be talked about for the Conn Smythe with how good he's been defensively. Matador, totally agree with this. Lafreniere is growing up right in front of our eyes. I didn't send him to the Sun. I think Gallant just sent him to the press box. I'm more than good with that. So Lindgren needs to keep playing through that injury to prevent Nemeth from getting back into the lineup. Yeah, I totally agree. Or Zach Jones would have to go in and not Nemeth because Nemeth is awful. Carolina was impossible in the neutral zone. Our man, you're right about that. That's a big thing. The Rangers won the neutral zone battle. So the only reason why you would want to get rid of Trouba is because of the fact that his cap hit is high for a second pairing defenseman, and you're going to need to sign other players with his money. He's going to be a cap casualty at some point. So, and yeah, Trouba's more likely to block shots and give up the body at the end. You need that. You need that. So, Keandre is at 210 right now, 215, Chris. But yeah, 225. He adds on more muscle. He gets up to about 225. He's going to throw people around like rag dolls. He's going to throw them around like featherweights. Oh, God. The size and strength on that kid is just something else, man. Laugh can turn into the next Messier. I don't know about that. That's yeah, that's a bit much, James. I'm sorry. But Laffy is playing out of his mind. Love the kid line. Laffy was second in hits in game one. Yeah. Laffy's been a facilitator. He's been physical. So, oh, and NHL Network right now, speed skaters. Rangers speed creating problems for Lightning. What have I been saying? Oh, I love it. I love it. Miller's hit on Kucherov was beautiful. Chris loved it. Schneider's going to be a monster, and that's part of the reason why Jacob Trouba will become a cap casualty. So, and our man, that's what I said at the start of the series, is that depth was going to win. If the kid line could continue playing like the way they're playing right now, Tampa ain't going to have a chance. So, oh, Mark says this. Okay, I need to set the record straight. I made the comment Zibanejad on a May 22nd post on the Rangers Facebook. They owe me royalties. You can get some screenshots on that, you know. Key is already throwing people around. You see Kucherov bounce off him. Yes. Yep. Joe Shane Train, a.k.a. Sam, says he's scared of the Avalanche. They look good. They look good. I got 70 viewers on with you guys right now. Awesome. Love all of you guys for coming on with me and doing this late night thing. It's awesome. I love it. Get more views. Just remember, please like, share, and subscribe. We want to be your home for hockey. And the more eyes we get on us, the better. And the more we can grow this channel, give you more better and more consistent content. So please remember, like, share, and subscribe. Tell everybody about us. So, Johnny Red, welcome back, buddy. We had to beat Tampa and the refs. Yeah, refs were a little bad at times. So, Core with a great comment here. Kucherov is like Malkin. When player get under the skin, he starts getting dirty and starts doing dumb things. And you're right about that. He's just like Malkin in that regard. Where is Anthony? Probably just, with his family or probably sleeping. One of the two. He was pretty quiet in our group text. So, but for the big shows, he'll come back. But it's kind of tough for him to do late night shows at home with his wife and his kids and stuff. So I feel like Dom says he feels like Gallant knows how to play Colorado. Vegas consistently knows how to beat them. Okay. I could see that. John Kim, Avs look scary, but they don't have Igor. The Rangers have the goaltending matchup. Thank you, Dave. I'm just letting this go. I have a job interview on Monday, so I'll have to shave it Sunday night probably. But, yeah. He's also like Ovi and Malkin. When he wants to, it takes a lot of shifts off. Yes, David, I totally agree with this on Kucherov. So, I have talked about Schneider. So, I definitely talked about him. He was great in game one. He was great in the Carolina series. He's growing up all before our eyes. I love hearing Anthony's takes takes as someone without a dog in the fight. Yeah, Big Daddy. Anthony, that's why Anthony and I have been good friends and talk as much hockey as we have over the last 17 years. Is because when it comes down to it, Anthony is one Islander fan I know for sure that can take the Islander jersey off and just talk hockey. John, thank you very much. Appreciate it. You have a good night. Let's go Rangers. Our man, I appreciate the kind words. I try to do these as much as I can. I'm sorry that I haven't, been able to do them as much at times, but very, very, very happy to do these. So, and yes, Anthony is the best Islander fan. He is the best. So, Romanel, don't touch the money, but hard not to look ahead if we're blessed with a cup. Who gets the captaincy? Has to be CK. I mean, if he shows up the rest of this playoffs and then wins the cup, I'd have to be shocked if CK doesn't get in at that point. Mike says we need game 3. I don't believe Tampa is mentally strong as Tampa fans believe. Wow. You know what? I might agree with this. It looks like, and I'll tell you right now, Cooper pulling Vasilevsky with 4 minutes left almost is another instance of this. Tampa fans may believe that they're that strong, but that tells me something. If John Cooper is going to pull Andrei Vasilevsky with 4 minutes left, he does not want to go down 2-0 in a series. Tell you right now, what that tells me is that Braden Point is not going to be playing in this series, and they don't think that they can do it. Goalkeeper, I agree. I think Panarin can still find another level. Yeah, and there's always going to be that one guy, Dave. There's always going to be that one guy. So, Mean Girl, yeah, I have some aftershave that I'll put on and stuff. So, but yeah, I don't like the fact that I've got to shave this right now with what's going on, but I'm giving it until Sunday. So, Daily reminder, Tampa had the benefit of 2 shortened seasons and weird formats. Yes, they did. Dom says, do I think Tampa gets content? They've accomplished everything they could. It could affect their hunger. I don't know. When you have a chance to three-peat, to be the first team to three-peat since the since the Islanders, I mean, I don't know how you can say no to that. You know, I just think Braden Point being hurt just hurts them, and they've played a lot of hockey. So, no, not who gets to see who accepts the cup from Bettman, since we don't have a captain for the moment. Probably Kreider. He's the longest tenured guy. Big Daddy says he watches Steve Dangle's podcast and Real Kipper and Bourne, but the bias is always prevalent. Yeah, I try not to be too biased, and that's, you know what, and you want to call me out for picking Tampa in 7. I honestly thought that Tampa would be much tougher than this so far. Like I said, if you would have told me that the Rangers would be up 2-0 after 2 games and they would have outplayed them for about 110 to 115 out of 120 minutes played, I would have laughed at you. I would have never seen this coming. I couldn't. Just Tassik's right about this. Tampa looks tired, and the young legs are out skating them. Again, I'm going to say this. This is a role reversal of 2015. Tampa had the triplets. They were young, and just they were running all over the Rangers. So all of their channels or podcasts are like a vacuum with the same takes over and over. I mean, some probably are that way, Big Daddy. I mean, we just try to be as different and as fresh as possible with stuff here. Have all 6 alternates except the cup from Bettman. Yeah, that'd be funny, actually. Yeah, I'll take a look at that, Mark, actually. After I'm done with this, I'll take a look. So all of the I just highlighted that. Okay. Bam Bam says, can we stop talking Islanders? We're not really talking much of the Islanders, but we're just mentioning, and Anthony's an unbiased fan. So, and analyst. So, called it at 6, but a sweep would be sweet, Mike says. Wow. Yeah, I'm glad. Listen, I'll be glad to eat humble and crow pie. So, if I'm going to go out there and I'm going to make predictions and I'm going to put takes out there like I do, you know what? I'm going to take my lumps when I have to take them. So, Joe, welcome back, buddy. Who guessed Heedle would have turned into Braden Point? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, man. Pretty much, my man. Goalkeeper says, I expected this to go 7. Same here. Now, either way, or expect to go 7 either way. Now, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Romanell, sometimes matchups are just bad. We got their number this year, just like the Islanders did with us for stretches last year. Yeah. Quasar Ray, thank you for that. Remember, smash that like button. Please like, share, and subscribe, everybody. Diane, not trying to leave any bad juju here, so I get it. Dan, you agree with me. I was afraid in the first game. Then I saw that we were doing all good with it, and the nerves are now fine. Yeah, you know what, Dan? I think this Ranger team might have Tampa's number. I think they might. So, do you like any Western teams? Because I like the Hawks since they've drafted Taves. I can't really stand the Hawks after everything that happened. I'm not going to get into that again. I used to love the Kings years ago, but ever since 2014, screw them. In the West right now, I don't really know. I really don't have a lot of teams that I really like in the West. Mark says everyone is producing. Where did this forecheck come from? Yeah, the forecheck is the big thing. It's the big difference right now because Tampa's having a big problem with it. Mr. Syntastic, if we win this series and assuming Colorado wins, do you think we have a good chance? Yes, I do. I think we do because I think Colorado, even though they're high-powered, I think their defense is not as great as many think. I think the Rangers can shut them down. If it doesn't going 5, it's going 7. Need 1 in Tampa Bay, Dom says. James says Lightning third pair doesn't want to can't skate with kids, rather. Yeah, they're definitely having trouble. I'm just watching this Adam Fox pass to Capo Caco, and I'm just like, wow. Jan Ruda bit hard on that fake. Hedel does not want to get traded, Craig Romanowski says. And I would agree with that. I don't know your name. I don't know how to pronounce that. I can't read Cyrillic. But I know that you're talking about Igor, and I know that you're talking about a 2-0 series lead. So from Russia with love. Absolutely. Absolutely. 2-0, and all hail Igor. The Tsar is here. Not even just like John Cena, where he goes, the champ is here. Igor walks in and says, the Tsar is here. That's what he says. So, and yeah, we all know speed kills. So, yeah, Big Daddy, I get it. You know what? I don't blame anybody that's still following. It like the organization itself and the people in it suck, but you know what? It's still a team. It's still players on the ice. I get it. If people want to still root for them, I'm not killing for it. So, Rich says, faster. We're quicker. We're more skilled. We're deeper. I agree. Confidence is everything, and this team has it in spades. Yep. I totally agree. Dave says regarding the West matchup, I can't remember the last 2 teams in the Western Conference Finals that had such terrible goaltending. I agree. I think his name is Andre. Okay. Andre. Thank you. So thank you for Igor, Russia. Yes. Playing the Pens made them tough mentally. Playing the Canes made them faster. These first 2 series prepared them for this situation. Joe, I couldn't agree more with this. Excellent comment. So, Andre, I don't know. I'm guessing that's the last name too, but welcome again, Andre. So, if they keep playing this way, they can take the series at 4. Johnny, totally agree. Igor and Artemi are the 2 best things to come out of Russia. Gotta mention the bread man. We've scored 5 times as many goals in 2 games as Florida did all series. Yeah, that's a great stat right there. 2 consecutive comments right back to back from James and Craig about Sammy Blais. Yeah, I don't know if you can change the lineup. Maybe, I mean, do you want to really remove Ryan Reeves to kind of stifle Patrick Maroon? Because Patrick Maroon ain't going to do anything with Ryan Reeves out there. I'll tell you that right now. So, let's see here. His last name is Anisimov. Oh, wow. Okay. Andre Anisimov. I like it. This team would blow up the 14 team. This team is so fast and so good. Best team since 94 easily. Wow. Yeah. 3 times. Math is hard. Yeah, well, it's 3 times, but yeah. So Tampa just shut down Florida. That Florida just folded like a cheap suit, apparently, and the Rangers are now tossing Tampa Bay around. This is great. I love this. Can I just say that I absolutely love this? Just give me 1 second. I will be right back. Sorry about that. Told you it'd be back pretty quickly, though. So, B-Ride, you're right about this. Magical run. Just enjoy the ride. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as Big Daddy says. Thank you, guys. Pay cuts. Let's see who takes them. Some guys might have to go, but let's see who takes pay cuts. Intermission, or that wasn't what I was looking for. Intermission. Why am I not able to highlight this comment? Well, this is so weird. What the hell is that? There we go. Intermission. That was the comment I was looking to highlight. It was my phone was acting weird. All right, so Mr. Syntastic says, this is our best team since '94. The Lundqvist teams were very good, but this team feels like it's on the verge of greatness. Yes. Yes. Diane says, it's nice to know if we have any injuries to our forwards, hockey God forbid, we have Blade that can come back. Yes. That's big. Never forget, Florida gave us Frank Petrano for a 4th-round pick. Anthony Mercolino, that might be the comment of the night. Might be the comment of the night. So, Reeves versus Maroon, that would be like Bambi versus Godzilla in a cartoon movie. Ah! Let's not get too high yet, Everest says. Let's steal one in Tampa. Funny enough, from the guy whose YouTube handle is one of the biggest, probably the biggest mountain in the world, and it says, let's not get too high yet. Can we all point out the irony in that one? Our man, the last 3 minutes were a heart attack. Totally agree. And Tampa gave us Goodrow for a 7th. That's another great comment right there, Dave. Louis LaBouche, don't think I've seen you here before. If not, welcome to the show. But yes, no quit in New York. LFGR. Yeah. So, just starting to go through these. Can Igor please win the Hart and Vezina? Yes. That'll make his contract a lot harder to negotiate in the next deal, but yeah, it would be nice. I think going up 2-0 just made this series. We all wanted a playoff series, but now it's a cup or bust. I couldn't agree with you more. I think if you beat Tampa, you have to beat Colorado. And I think they will if they beat Tampa. Bam, bam. Copp should absolutely stay. Sorry, I just have to have something to snack on here. I am starving. Mark Movell, welcome to the show. I don't think I've seen you before. If you have posted in here before, I'm sorry. But yep. Miller, sometimes, but he's played great this postseason, so I'm not gonna get on Miller. Hedel is making his case for the number 2 center spot. Totally agree with Mike. Kid line becomes second line. Breadman goes to first line with Mika and Chris. Yeah, that would be ideal. Mott was a 4-2. Chris Drury deserves a lot of credit. Chris Drury deserves a lot of credit. So, Mean Girl has seen Adam Grace play beer league. That's awesome. Copp was worth the 1st-round pick. Yep, totally agree. Think we lose Strome this offseason. Everyone else comes back. I totally agree with Mr. Syntastic here. Was Copp worth the 1st-round pick? Yeah. Yeah. Young D-men will make boneheaded plays every now and then. It's expected. That's how they learn. Yeah, I agree with Diane. B-Rye, I would say Oilers, but I think Oilers are going to win, so they're probably going to face the Avs. It's going to be tough, but they can beat Colorado. I think they can beat either one of these teams. Yeah. Nathan McKinnon's going to be something to deal with, but you know what? Rangers can beat that Colorado team. But they've got 2 more games to Tampa before they do. Yeah, it just the hustle of the kids, just amazing. They've been key for this team. They really have. Big Daddy Mike Smith is Swiss cheese. I just hope the Oilers make it a serious. PD28 says F Tampa. I want Colorado Edmonton to go 7. Totally agree about that. Goalkeepers more worried about Kadri than McKinnon. Okay. I think Point not playing is making a big difference. Mr. Fantastic said, yeah, and that's why I said they have to take advantage of Point being out. Sean, you're in New York, but upstate. Oh, wow. Where at? And yes, Drury's deadline moves were top-notch. The Rangers were one of my trade deadline winners. So, 94 Stanley Cup team couldn't keep up with this team speed-wise. No, they couldn't. Not at all. But, yeah, I agree with this on Mark. Lightning are capable of rallying. I wouldn't sleep on the Lightning yet. That's why I said you got 2 more games to win. Oh, you're up in Poughkeepsie. Okay. Yeah. Man, you're right. The Rangers probably should have blown it open in a second, but Vasilevsky made some big stops and got lucky in a couple of lines. There was a post hit. There was a puck that went through him that didn't go in somehow. So, yeah. Yeah. That's a big thing I'm gonna say right now. They don't have Gaudreau. They don't have Coleman. They don't have Joseph. They don't have Yanni Gord. Yanni Gord was a big loss for them. That was the biggest loss. So, yeah. So, Rangers rallied down against Carolina 2-0. I think Carolina is the big confidence booster here. I said it prior to the series. They're starting to believe, and Carolina was the big confidence booster. McDonough crossing, he threw that. Yeah, that was a joke. Yeah, Sean, I saw that. CM Punk. Yeah. I can't believe he has to do that. That sucks. Just reminds me of Finn Balor when he won the Universal title on his first night on the main card and Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. Man, did Ray Ferraro bet against the Rangers? Probably did. Mackenzie says, welcome back, by the way. Rangers have overcome some big stats, giving the Hurricanes their first L at home and now beating Tampa on their after for the first time in 18 tries after loss. You know what? I'm not going to laugh at anybody for some. Calgary had the biggest win improvement over last year. And I'll tell you right now, Calgary's roster isn't great. They just play a very, very good structured game. They don't have a deep roster. So I gotta give Daryl Sutter a lot of credit. He gets a lot out of that team. This is the truth. Yeah, their audio is awful. Love Finn Balor, Prince Devitt too. Wish it would go back to New Japan. Yeah, and this is a big thing. Yolanda doesn't care about the Jack Adams. He wants the cup. Maybe now MJF can be AEW champ. I think the whole thing is a work, honestly, David. No. Can you guys hear me? I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. Something's up. I don't know if anyone can hear me now or. Vaseline has been letting in a lot of goals side to the blocker side. I like that. I like Vaseline. That's great. That's amazing. So. Can anybody hear me? I don't know. I can't see the comments anymore. All right. Sorry. Yeah, I had to come back in. Yeah. It wasn't. Something wasn't. Yeah, something wasn't really working there for a second. I don't know what happened. My Wi-Fi messed up, and then yeah. Can you hear us? Yeah, I remember that. That was great. Quick, someone put a quarter in the slot. But yeah, I just wanted to come in here and do this. I'm actually gonna get going. It's about 12 o'clock. I gotta go to sleep soon. I do have to be up tomorrow, and then do some stuff before I go to work. So I just wanted to come on and do a show. Thank you all for hopping on with me. I appreciate it so much. I really do. At one point, we had over 70. Excuse me, we had over 70 viewers on. That was awesome. Big numbers for us. Excuse me, especially late at night. But Sunday, 3 p.m., Game 3, Tampa. Let's take this. Just remember, like, share, and subscribe. Believe. And no quit in New York. Let's go, Rangers.